Hello there and welcome to my workshop. So today what I'm going to do, because it's going to be a really stormy day and so the sound quality is not going to be really very good. So what I'm going to do, and it's much of the same as I've already done. In other words, the parts that I've made, it's just going to be sort of a reproduction really of what I've videoed in my previous videos. So what I'm going to actually do is just video some highlights and put some high-speed footage in so you can see some of these parts come out, and I hope you enjoy it. That was real time, and you notice I speeded it up from the first one up to 100%. I'm just going to show you a little shortcut which makes life a lot easier for you, especially if you're doing, you've got 2, 3, 4 tool changes in one particular job. You just got to sort of be aware of what you are actually doing. Now I've just run the tool path which used this 2mm tapered ball mill to cut an oil groove. So I've taken that tool out, and my next, and I've actually put my next code in, which is the cutout code, because they're two separate parts, and I'm going to do that with my 8mm. Now, to very, very easily set up the Z0, because the XY0 doesn't change throughout the job, I'll show you a little trick. So what you do, you get your next tool and you put in the holder right up in there, right, and very loosely with your fingers, just put it there. All right, then you go to Mark 3, and I'll take you there live. So the camera's going to move around a little bit. See if I can get the machine and Mark 3 in together. There, like that. Just watch what I'm doing here. See this little window there? It says go to 0. Now watch the machine. Okay, it's zeroed out to its last 0. Okay, so they're all set to 0. Now I'll show you what we do with the tool. Live, so I'll take you over here. Sorry if it's jiggling around. So what you do, just catch out of the tool. Let it come down so it touches the material. And that is absolutely on the top of the material. No paper, no nothing. Do it up firm. So you don't have to set Mark 3. It's already set. Raise it up, and you're ready for the next job. So that's a quick shortcut that I thought I'd show you. So now let's cut them out. Well, that's basically 3 days of measuring and designing of these parts for this conversion, because this is the end plate for the Z, and these are the parts that make up the standoffs for the stepper motors that actually go onto here, like so. I haven't finished machining yet. I've still got a bit of work to do. Like, I've got a slot to hole a slotted hole rather to machine in each of these, so you can get inside at the flexible coupling for the stepper motors and the end of the shaft, and indeed inspection and lubrication and what have you. There's been one fault only that I have found. I'll just get one of the stepper motors. And that is, this is 38mm boss on there. It's a 38mm hole, and what I should have done was actually bored that countersunk hole out to 38.1, and of course it's size for size, and it won't quite fit on there. But I mean, I can actually get that little bit out with a Dremel, not too much, but on the drawings I will actually make allowances for that. So that's the only fault I can find at the moment. Everything else is pretty well done, and this here is just a lubrication way, because what happens when this is going to be on there like that, okay, which is going to be inside of there. It won't quite fit in there because this, although it's square tube, there is slight variations where it was extruded, and it's sort of dented in very, very slightly, and of course this is size for size as well, so it won't actually quite fit in there. So I'm going to get a 19mm end mill and just run around the inside of there, take out about 0.5 mm all the way around, and that'll allow this then to go in nicely, and well, that's a job for tomorrow. I think I've got quite a lot. I think I've got quite a lot of material for this video, and give you all a little bit of an update. So the next video will be, completing these, putting them together, and drilling and tapping and adjusting bearings and putting bearings in. There's still quite a bit of work yet to do, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank my patrons for financially supporting the channel. Without their assistance, this channel wouldn't exist as it does today. And if any of you would like to become a patron and support the channel, please pop along to my Patreon page and I'd be very grateful. If you've liked the video today, please like and subscribe. And down below the video, I always put links to Cavco, AtCam and Fusion 360. I will remind everybody that Fusion 360 to hobbyists and new starts, if you're starting a business, under I think 100,000 a year income, is free. So the link is down below here. Go along, download it, try it out, and of course you'll have the full version. So if you go along to my channel, I have 2 channels now, and some of the older videos on my main channel I've put over to my second channel because quite frankly it's just filling up, and to give people a chance to have a look without going through hundreds of videos, I've opened the second channel for you to have a look there. And there are videos on this sort of stuff, CNC conversions, milling, operating CNC milling machines, operating CNC router machines. So I do woodwork and metalwork now with CNCs, also manual lathes and mills, and my favourite, wood turning. So all I've got to say now is thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now.